Hi folks, Puffin here with your Antifa News Briefa for September 12th, 2021. The Investigate the FBI edition. You know about defund the police, you know about abolish ICE, we need to do those things. We also need to investigate the FBI. And why we need to do this is because they're responsible for a lot of racism and targeting, profiling, really just anti-American activity. We know this from our own kind of experience of the way they seem to act, but also from a whistleblower, Terry Albury, Albury, who spent 4 years in prison for informing on the FBI. And all they did was report on how racist and terrible they were. It's a service to humanity, a service to America, but, they're the ones in charge right now. So we've got to turn that around. We've got to investigate them. We've got to remove maybe the entire FBI. I mean, we could scrap it and start over again, just, save the documents. But, that's what people consider for the police, that all new police is the only good compromise to no police at all. You could have a different occupation doing those jobs instead of the police. But, you can reform the system, but you got to actually reform the system. And that will include getting rid of the bad people, not getting rid of the good people who are trying to make it better. So thanks, Terry Albury, for your reporting, for your trying to save America from itself. And I'm so sorry you had to be in prison, but maybe you did some networking there as well. I mean, there's got to be some way we can all work together to get around this evil fascism that's foisted upon America. And investigating the FBI is becoming more necessary. They're going to get themselves investigated. Like I saw Republican Representative Gomert talking about Jaden X and other John Sullivan, Jaden X, and other FBI. Probably he's outing them as FBI, so I think that's illegal on its own part, just like Valerie Plame. But I mean, he's outing these FBI who were not just entrapping Trumpers to do the insurrection, but leading the Trumpers all the way through the insurrection. So it's not just entrapment; it's FBI agents doing the insurrection, and the Trumpers going right along with it. So, I mean, it was an entrapment operation, except they didn't trap hardly any of them. Anyway, and they went through with it themselves. So Jaden X, I'm not sure about, I'm pretty sure he's FBI because the FBI took him in. I almost got him to say on his live feed which FBI agent took him in because I want to investigate that person. But a judge let him out, and we need to investigate that person. So there's a list of judges that we're going to need to make who have enabled these Trumpers and justices that are going to need to be removed for treason, ultimately, and FBI agents, police officers, all of ICE. You can abolish ICE right now and not feel guilty about getting rid of anybody because 9,000 members of ICE were in a KKK Facebook group. Of course, Facebook as well, because Facebook is not just enabling this. Facebook is the lifeblood of all of this. They did it for the Myanmar genocide. They did it for Trump virus in America and Brazil and India and everywhere. Facebook is the central evil of this, along with Putin. Like Putin is orchestrating it all to get revenge upon America for Afghanistan or something, for breaking up his precious USSR. He thinks we yokoed the USSR or something. So he's all sad about that, butthurt, wants to kill millions of people, wants to be Hitler too. But Trump's the face of it. So there you go. You got that hit. You got that, Putin. You made a terrible genocide, worst one in American history, and by getting your little puppets to lie for you, and Trump gets to be the face of it. Check out my videos if you scroll even further down. Scroll past the 9/11 stuff. You'll see some Terry Albury story stuff, just clips from the NPR story where I found out about him. And scroll further down, you'll see Trump is Taliban, Putin is Taliban, Zuckerberg is Taliban, Modi is Taliban, Bolsonaro is Taliban. All 5 separate videos that I just put out there to race and see which one does best. Right now, Zuckerberg is winning at 1,400,000 views, and Putin got up to 874 and stopped, and Trump got to 6 and stopped. 6 views compared to 1,000, 2 videos shared at the same time. Algorithms, YouTube, protecting Trump, protecting Putin now, because I guess he turned off the spigot of watching his. Anyway, we've got to investigate, and we will. Like, the people will investigate, and the FBI will get arrested. Like, tables have turned, suckers. And you turned them by just steering the ship so full force into racism and fascism. You could have reformed yourself. You could have listened to Terry Albury and fired 90% of your FBI agents and gotten new ones back then. Don't make us do it. Like, hopefully President Joe will do it, or President Bernie, because we can get Bernie in 2024 with Joe's blessing. Really, what he should do is say, hey, I'm passing the torch to Bernie in 24, to AOC in 2028. You guys clean up your diapers for the next 6 years. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for investigating the FBI. I'm Puffin from your Antifa News Briefa. And yeah, let's get some other agency on this. Let's get a shadow government, if you want to call it that. Let's get a light side government, because they're the evil dark side shadow people. The spooks are. So let's get some Ghostbusters in the mix. I'll make a Ghostbusters video. See you soon.